On the ground, it's Brooks to start the drive. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That's a start they can live with. 15 yards on their first play from scrimmage.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Check. Go.
On 1st and 10, it's Brooks. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
At the 41-yard line.
Cowboy 80.
He'll drop to throw. That is caught by Lamb. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory. Right at the 40.
At the 40-yard line.
68, 70,
Back to throw. Another one to C.D. Lamb. He's got it. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
go.
He'll look to throw. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. C.D. Lamb, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Jets will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. They'll run here with a rookie. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
Working out of the gun is Nix. He'll air this one out for Kirk. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. It's fielded at the 45. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10.
Ready.
A run out of the gun with Brooks. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Broncos' 49-yard line.
Looking to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much.
And this will be caught at the 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Well, he had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now a 2nd and 10.
At the Jets' 27-yard line.
To throw, here's Nix. That's caught. Puka Nacua. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 14. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now it's Nix. That's complete right around the 8. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. From the 4, this is 2nd down and 1. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What do I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Here's Nix. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And the Jets are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. A hit as he throws there incomplete. When you look at this Bronco defense, they're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
This is such a good unit of covering passes downfield. I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
Up the middle with Brooks here. And they'll take this to about the 24, gain of 3.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
18. That's good for a Jets.
They'll look to throw here. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
They'll run right here with Brooks. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Here's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 33-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for another.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
At the 22-yard line.
Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Panther Street.
They run out of the gun with Brooks here. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Viking 18. Bronco.
They'll stay on the ground with Brooks. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
18 Cardinal. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Go.
Now back to throw. Flush to his right. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
2nd and 10. Nix to the air. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco 1st down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Now the Central Florida product is R.J. Harvey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Throwing Nix. A short throw to Ingram. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch.
That's caught inside the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It's a gain of 34. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Play fake. Nix. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Puka Nacua, his second touchdown on the season. And the Broncos have cut it back within a score. No problem there on the extra point. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
On the return, the Jets take over 1st and 10. At their own
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards short of midfield. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain.
65. Let's go now. Riggs. Cowboy 80.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Escaping. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. There he goes left side. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively. All kinds of options. They'll run straight ahead with Brooks. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win, and the defense is calling.
No gain there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
If you're a wide receiver and they call a screen pass, you're counting on some people being out in front of you blocking. But that play was well diagnosed by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, and they got there and swarmed and finished off the play.
3rd and 4. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
Over the middle, he's got here's 2nd and a yard. Line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now he's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Broncos' first. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Christian Kirk, 59 yards. And the Broncos have taken the lead. He's tough to contain as it is, but in man coverage with a pretty deep pass downfield, really tough to contain.
And it's so difficult because every play you've got to consider he might try and run past you. So your goal as a defensive back is to give him plenty of cushion, meaning lots of space between you and him, If he wants to catch the short stuff, come up and secure the tackle, hit him a bunch during the game, and try and keep him in front. If you turn your head for a second, if your concentration wanes, he just takes off and goes. And I think that's what we just saw there.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Now 2nd and 5.
Ready. Liking 18.
They'll set up the throw. But it's caught on the right side of Smith. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Moves the chains.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Open man downfield is in. It's complete. Again, he'll drop the throw. That is incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Shot. Cowboy 80. Liking 18.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there.
What will look like a march to the end zone is hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Come on.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And a quick throw here that's complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Another Jets 1st down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Cougar knife.
And it's caught. They'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. Great footwork there, Charles, to dot the I's, stay in bounds, get both feet in. He's probably thinking, though, man, I made a catch like that close to the end zone. I should have scored.
Yeah, there's always a regret when you're that close to the goal line.
Jonathan Brooks, as the first half is winding down. And the Jets have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. No going for two. They'll kick the point after. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
Harrison Vivas to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Operating from the gun, here's Nix. A short throw to Ingram. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. One play action, here's Nix. Pass complete there to McCoy. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
First down, Denver.
Nix from the shotgun. He'll air this one out for Mims. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they have that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
A final shot before break. Nix. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Harrison Vivas to kick off.
It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. Shifts by him, and he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Harvey now on 1st and 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
2nd and 2. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 27-yard line.
And the Broncos first down.
Looking looking to throw. Nix. A short throw to Ingram. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 2 yards to go, second down. Back to throw. Nix. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
From the gun on third down, it's Nix. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down. Up the middle they go. Barlow. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great effort there. His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point right down the middle. And that gives them a 3-point lead.
17.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
From the 43, here's a second down and 6.
Here we go. Set. 70 Lions. Ready.
On play action, they'll throw. Flushed out right. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
Here we go. 60.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Mustang 19. Go.
They'll drop the throw. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Maybe that ball is 2 yards shorter. It's going to give them the lead because he had a receiver running free there. That's a tough one to miss on.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's pulled in by Brooks. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. Here's the Jets punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Setting up a screen for Harvey. It's a pickup of 12, and they'll set up a 3rd down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Working out of the gun is Nix. Eluding the pressure right.
How many times do we hear that 3rd down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the first down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key first down.
They'll run on first down. Barlow. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
First down, Broncos.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. He's going to loft one, deep left side here. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
To throw, here's Nix. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Nix to the air. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Give him 3 yards there on the first down pickup.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
On first down, Barlow. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's Nix. A short throw to Ingram. They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, helped their spot, and stacked him up.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From the 31, here's a 2nd and 8. They'll go play action with Nix. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense is going to they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as well. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
They're enjoying a 4th quarter advantage.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the 4th quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then 1 play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
26-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
1 yard gain.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Able to hit his target well. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
It's 3rd and 7.
Okay, ready? Get it? 60.
Looking to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fielded just inside the 30. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about taking it right down Broadway. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Broncos look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Their own 26-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Ready?
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat.
Ready.
They'll start on the ground with Brooks. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Viking,
off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, fighting off the defender. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Here's a 2nd and 7. This pass complete. He finds Jeremy Ruckert. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Brooks. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the run.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out. It's picked up by the Broncos. And his crew will take over at their own 45. Five-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline is still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week, because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
130 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. Running game working. Will stick with it on 1st down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
2 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in coverage. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 32-yard line. Off the play fake, Nix. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. Barlow. And all the way home for the Broncos score. A great effort there. 33 yards. And the Broncos are able to widen their advantage.
And here on third down, your number one goal, don't be a hero, just get the first down. But here, once he gets past the line of scrimmage, the field opens up for him, and he's able to take it right up the gut and into the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 24.
41, Jets 17.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Shedding the tackle. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
And the Jets, first down.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Gain of 18. That's good for a Jets.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Flush to his right. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Second down and a little more than a yard here. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Ready, break. 79.
Back to throw. Steps away to his left. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
It's been a nice day for him as a passer and as a runner. One of the few mistakes he's made in this ball game. The wrong choice on that one. That one goes incomplete.
Get it. Ready,
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. A bullet throw, but incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
That's another
60 Eagles,
Jets.
60
First
Eagles.
down.
Cougar 19.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Ready.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Left side to Lamb. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
Go, check. Go, check. Go.
Back to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. From 21 yards away. And the Jets are able to cut into that deficit.
Here we go.
Jets will line up for a two-point conversion.
They'll try and throw for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the two-point conversion here.
Keeps the score. Broncos 41. Jets 23.
So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Nick's going to give to Harvey. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
And the Broncos first down.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea.